Come on. Football!
All right, let's dive in to some NFL All 22 film here. Gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys, for the entire season, for I would say like the last 2 or 3 years, you got to go beat a good team. You got to get on that next level, right? You can't just beat up on the Panthers and beat up on the Commanders. We need to see it on a big stage against a really good team. And I don't know, beating the crap out of the Eagles in front of a large national audience seems like a good place to put the Dallas Cowboys on another level. So we're going to look through some 6 or 7 plays from this game here. Phil Mackey, Jeremiah Sirles, Alex Boone, O-line committee film session starts now, gentlemen.
Dude, beating the piss out of the Philadelphia Eagles. Didn't even let them score a touchdown offensively. That to me is that's them putting their foot on the gas and be like, this is our fucking division. Like, this is us taking over. And you know that they've heard the same things that everyone's been saying for years. Oh, you got to beat the big team. Got to beat the. And now they did it, and people are still like,
yeah.
Do it in the playoffs. Do it in the playoffs, and we'll believe you. And now they're
But
like,
that's the culture that they built.
But what it's doing is it's adding gas to their fire. And that's what's
agree.
fun for us. Because the more you keep challenging them, and even if you think I haven't noticed Micah Parsons on his podcast, I listen to him all the time. Because I'm like, what's this dude talking about? And the moment he's like, keep sleeping on us, keep sleeping on Dak, keep sleeping. Like, it just, you can tell it's festering inside of them. And this was their way of being like, okay, really sleeping on us? Wait till you come into our house. And by the way, the all-white unis with the white helmets,
So slick.
Fire.
So
tough.
slick.
Yeah.
Tough.
I mean, to be fair, too, they've earned some of that criticism, right? I mean, you talk about
Agreed.
like what the Niners did to them early in the year. Like, they set the table for everyone to say, oh, same shit,
we go.
different year, here we go again, right? And that's why this game for me has been circled on the calendar of we'll know for real how the Cowboys are, because was that game against the Niners just a bad game? And that happens, right?
It does.
You have bad games. When you have bad games against juggernauts, it looks really, really bad. Ask the
Yes.
Lions when they ran into the Ravens, right? It looks like shit. And so this game was one where you look, okay, circle it on there, see if they can come out, be competitive against a team that probably hangs their hat on. We're the most physical team on the football field whenever they step on, being the Eagles.
Yeah.
And Dallas just beat them at their own game. They just straight up beat them at their own game. They out-physicaled them, and then they were able to outspeed them at the end because they were taking it off the top. Like, Dallas is scary right now.
And not only do you know why they're scary, and this is my personal opinion, not only is it the defense playing well, but it's this whole CD Lamb, Dak Prescott thing that's starting to heat up, that it's kind of like, all right, listen, they have a running back by committee thing going that's really fun to watch, but if these two get hot at any point, it could be really troublesome, because that too is what you're watching for in December. Who are the guys? What's the duo that's taking off? What's the connections that are starting to get really hot? Because these are the guys that are, when you get into the playoffs, those windows become so tight that it's like, hey, I got to trust you down there, and I got to trust you're going to fight for this ball. And those two are just lighting it up.
Yeah, and the emergence of Jake Ferguson. Jake
Yes.
Ferguson has become an all-star tight end for them. You know, a guy that was a rookie out of Wisconsin last year, battled some rookie stuff, but you talk about a lineage of great tight ends and what he can do, not just catching the ball, but blocking too. He's become a fantastic weapon as well.
Dude,
way, if you
shout out
guys-
to Jason Witten, who's coaching in high school now. I think he's coaching in the state championship this weekend.
Yeah, I
Good for
heard about
dude.
that.
Good for
Jason Witten was one of the coolest dudes in the PA. He was one of the funniest dudes. Huge shout out to him. We talked about that tight end by. It's like, man, I forgot about that. They've had some ballers in there, man.
Ballers.
Yeah, dude, they have. Let me put this up full screen here, by the way. And if you're new to the O-line committee channel, or maybe you've consumed a review or two in the past, and you haven't clicked the like button and the subscribe button, please do those things on this YouTube channel if you enjoy this content, so we can keep spreading the word about the O-line committee, which we just launched like in the off season. So this is our first full football season, boys. They actually had this wrong on the scoreboard. It's not a 1st and 10. This is one of many third down conversions for a lot of the damage the Cowboys did in this game was third down. There's actually a 3rd and short here when they got done spotting it. But I'm going to run the play once, and then you guys can talk us through it on the other side.
Oh, man. I love it. Dude. Turban.
Turbo.
The minute he took this ball, you could see this wall of white, and it was like, oh, man, this is pretty.
They've done this a lot the last few years last few games of getting Steele out on the edge, their right tackle. Very athletic tackle, number 78. Dude can run, right? And this is a pin-pull scheme here. The idea between pin-pull schemes is you want to cut the defense. You want to have a definitive point in which you say, hey, the defense is cut right here, get to the edge, right? And so this is Gallup, I believe, number 13 on the edge here.
Yep.
That's got a pin down on Hassan Reddick, right? That's a guy that's a sack master, fantastic job getting up the field, going against a guy that's known for being a lanky receiver down the field. Watch him just get in this way and throw his body into this, right? He does everything he can here. Now, Steele's got to get a little more depth to get around this, but even 18 here does a great job getting up and blocking in space. Look at these receivers, dude. These receivers are down there just blocking their tails off as we go here. And then watch Biotish, the effort from the center.
I was going to say, the center.
Number 63, go all the way back. The effort here from the center, right? He's starting on this hash. He knows that he's got to cut off the backside or get down to the safety. Just let this play out and watch number 63, right? He is hustling, moving, and he may not get all of them, but he knows if I can just get some apiece on this, like that little shove might have been a touchdown spring, but at least gave him an extra 3-4 yards, right? Those type of effort plays from your offensive linemen, and then the way that the receivers are going out in space and blocking, that's when you know this team's firing on all cylinders.
And I'm not going to lie, I love how they did it out of this gun set, and he just took a direct handoff right behind him. Like, the whole creativity of it also makes me, because it's going to start to force defenses to think, which slows them down. Why is he in motion? Is this that play from before? Oh my God, it's not. Now it's a pass out of it. Like, dude, all of this just becomes so fun, especially because they can do this because they're offensive line. We've already talked about the two guys on the left. The two guys on the right are just as capable. And the guy in the middle, you saw him running down the field hustling. Like, this is why they're able. Look at this pocket. I'll dance here. I'll dance here. I'll go over here. Oh, there's my favorite receiver. There he is. Nobody around him.
Yeah, watch the scramble drill here, right? This is all scramble drill. If you go to the wide copy, Mac. Oh, God bless me.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Holy
so
cannoli.
So 88's over here just running a little like comeback route on the 10 here, and then he feels, right, he's in the slot over here on the right side of the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Right? You see he's just running a little comeback route. He's going to come up here, push in, come back, and he's just looking to get a ball, a hitch up right there at the 10. Dak's got great protection, but CD, this goes back to what Boone was saying, the connection between these two. He feels that, like, okay, the timing's now off of this play, right? If the ball's not to me, the timing's off. Yep. And so he can feel it here. We're like, okay, he knows, hey, where's my quarterback going to go? Well, I know him. He's going to roll out to his left here. And he's like, all right, I'll just put the speed on. And he just runs away from these two guys, right? Because right here, the threat of Dak running is what calls that safety.
Up.
It pulls these safeties up. Watch. So, like, ideally, you'd think, okay, just stick on CeeDee Lamb here. But as soon as Dak right here turns the corner, both these guys are like, he's got a lot of space. I got to try and close the angle down on here. And they suck up just enough, or both of them suck up, which is the problem, and which allows CD to break free.
But
so
like
not even close to designed that way. This
is straight drawing it in the dirt. I love these type of plays when you're the quarterback all of a sudden, and like I said before, the connection between these two makes this even more special because this scramble drill, this is when the receiver in his mind goes, what would Dak do? All right, he's gone. I'm gone too. He'll throw it to me right there. And the problem is 41 gets in 33's way. And if 41 makes the early decision, he's going to go make the tackle and cuts off 33 at the end. And 33 is thinking, dude, what are you doing? Stay with him. I'll go make the tackle. Like, this is just, it's kind of a perfect play. And CD puts on the burners right there. Like, right there. He's like, you know what? I'm going to go make that tackle as he's getting ready to throw it. His buddy's like, dude, no, don't. What are you doing?
I'd be remiss to not also give Terrence Steele some love on this when I know I'd like the athleticism to do what he just did right here. Boone and I would be hard on our ass.
Oh, my God.
Right? Like, go back to the beginning. So, first of all, Pollard, get out of his way. Right? Pollard's going for the chip, but he trips him.
No, I'm not mad about it because we just broke down one where Alexander Madison totally whiffed on one, and he could have. Yeah. So,
but anyways,
dude, get in there, young man.
He trips him right here, right? He completely.
Look at that.
Go back to when he's in a full frog squat.
Yeah, full squat.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Dude, right here, the athleticism to catch. That's a 320-pound man. Bang, right? To catch yourself like that in a full deep squat. First of all, my knees are exploded.
Oh,
like exploded, right? You're dragging me. You're dragging me off the field. I'm giving the thumbs up as my final wave off. But he gets himself back up and still goes and blocks Hassan Reddick.
Wow.
Again, just got to give that guy some credit for that. That's an incredibly athletic play.
Man,
it allows a touchdown. Let's be honest.
So here's another 3rd and 9 here. It's still the first quarter, by the way. Cowboys up 7 rip, but
they did all their damage in the first half. Man, they came out for blood. You got to love that.
Whole shot.
This was a beautiful, beautiful ball. Here we go. Got a little bit of a spinner going on. We got guys walking around. What are we doing? Oh, we're dropping.
Oh, little fake drop
Coffee
out
house.
back in.
Call it a coffee house blitz there.
Look
So the coffee house is where you want to try and buy the guard's eyes here, right? So right now, the way that this is identified is 94 is a down rusher, right? He's not looked at as a linebacker. We identify him as an offensive line. We go, hey, that's a big. There's no chance we're ever going to give him to anyone but ourselves, right? So you're saying, hey, you three on the right, 63, 70, 78, you are big on these three no matter what. Left tackle, 77, do your thing, big fella. We know who you are. You block Hassan Reddick. Left guard, you got to sort this whole mess out, right? You got to read number 52 over the top of you, and then you have to pass any of the trash off that comes in between here and figure it out. So as you let this play out, right, you'll watch Zach Martin actually sets down to him because he's trying to figure this out. Then as he's walking over here, he's like, okay, I'll change my setup. And they come back here and then watch as this whole thing unfolds. It's pretty impressive the way that they get this passed off, right? So Zach Martin's setting him here. He feels him drop, right? He feels him drop. That's not a threatening.
He
that's
knows.
Not a
He knows he's
look
dropping
here, right? He knows he's dropping, so he starts to settle. Like, where do I need to help? Okay, here comes big old Fletcher Cox in the middle. Or Tyler Smith, the same thing on the left side. Right, he's like, okay, my guy drops. Let me just go ahead and crush Brandon Graham in here.
Go back.
But then
go back.
Steele sees him looping around late and able to come back around. That's just great communication by those three guys on the right here to be able to pass them like this off.
Good
Watch
Tyler
Smith.
Boom! Sit down.
Two-hand punch right to Brandon Graham's teeth.
Finish
We don't even have to
him.
worry about number 77. Number 77's over there just doing his thing, locking dudes up.
77
quietly.
didn't move since contact. From the P2P, he has not moved an inch. Let's
Bang.
see. Gotcha. You know what? You just stay right here
Swipe
with
your
me.
hand down.
Yeah,
I'll stay here.
just
You
stay
just
here
keep
with me.
doing all your dumb things, and I'll just stay in front of you. He's so special.
Hey,
I
you
will
keep
say
your
they're-
quarterback that clean going into
Against
the playoffs.
this front?
And in the
Against
playoffs.
this front?
Oh.
Shit.
Hey, but you know what everyone's going to say? Now you got to do it versus the Niners. You got to
Yep.
show up and do it versus the Niners. And if you can do it versus the Niners, it'll look just like this, but you got to go out and physically do it. And that's where I love it. It's like, as much as people say that, they have no idea how much pain is that's going to involve.
This play is made. Thank you, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard stepping up here and picking up this blitzer, right? They're sliding to the right. Tony Pollard, bang! Just enough of him. I hate when backs cut. I
hate
really,
it.
I
I'm
really
glad you
don't
said
like
that.
when backs
I'm
cut.
glad you said that.
Don't cut in the hole. Man up, like Phil Mackey. Have big balls as your middle
Exactly.
name, right?
That's
Tony
right.
Big Balls Pollard here. You need to step up and take this dude right in the teeth because everyone else is doing their job, right? And if he can stay here, but again, Dak with the timing of this, back foot, press up, throw. No worries. He's not worried about getting hit. He knows he might get hit. But this is just Dak with the timing of this offense, and they've ran the football well. They've got the Eagles completely on their heels and delivers an absolute dot to the goal line here.
How about 7-7 with the two-hand strike that just sends this dude into another world? Like, full speed. I'm just gonna put these big mallets right in your fucking chest. End this rep before it even starts. Nope.
Just swallows him.
The guy's like, please stop. You're choking me. You're choking me. Dude, look at this. Look at
he's
this
just
pocket.
bent backwards.
Other than a big bald running back who won't stand up and block somebody, this is why they're having success. This right here. Now, not that, but before what you saw what those five guys are doing. Huge part of why they're having success is that. I'm telling you.
So one more look at this here. You wind up with three guys on one here in the middle, but
Also, but wait, Tyler makes an effort because right here you see him peek out. He's like, I know Sirles has been talking about this. I'm not trying to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Triple team the nose and just dot there. Gosh,
so here we go.
score.
Another third down here. 3rd and 6. It's 24-13, third quarter.
Gotta have it.
Need something here.
What do the Eagles do? They go, we got 5 really good pass rushers. We'll just line them all up so you can go win a one-on-one. Right? That's what this run is meant to do, is to try and single everybody up. And they send 7.
And send 2 more. Yeah.
Yep,
That's an all-out.
They send 7. That's an all-out blitz. And this is where you got to be careful. You roll the
Is that
dice
Ferguson?
here. Oh, yeah. This is Big
I remember
Ferg.
that. Yeah.
This is Big Ferg, right? This
See,
is Dak.
man, no
Dak
risk it, no
having-
biscuit, dude.
This is Dak having answers, right? This is Dak knowing his system and knowing, hey, where are my answers here if they send too many, right? First of all, everyone's blocked besides the one free runner, which is a huge piece of this. If, like, someone whiffs on this, not only is there a free runner, now you've got 2 guys, but the offensive line and the running back do a great job of communicating who's got where, who's got what, doing their things, right? It's 5 down.
5-0, right?
5-0, right? 5-0 here. And you know that Tony's going to say, okay, the protection says I have the right? I have the right linebacker, number 24, in this protection. and they do a great job passing off. And Dak knows because of the communication, okay, well, that means that if they send 31, I'm hot, right? And that's communicated with Ferguson, right? Ferguson comes in here. He sees that he's got one-on-one. That safety's a dead giveaway of him standing over Ferguson right there, that he's going to be in man coverage. And Dak knows it the whole way. Dak knows exactly where he's going, right? He throws into the blitz, boom, off his back foot, and Ferg just makes a great play. It's so close to getting knocked down, but that's a great play by Ferguson there.
We just talked about those tight windows, didn't we?
Yep.
We just talked about being able to throw those balls in that tight window, and this is a playoff caliber team. I don't care what you say. This team's going to go to the playoffs. They're going to be fine. They'll figure it out. They might get beat in the playoffs, but they're tough. And to be able to sit in here and, like Jay said, know that the blitz is coming down your teeth and still get this ball out, and for Ferguson to be able to catch it and have...
He gets like 10 extra yards here, too.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, just
little
ridiculous.
Big 10
man.
on Big 10 crime there, Wisconsin versus Illinois.
Yeah. Oh, look, another
We don't
third down
accept
here.
them.
3rd and 5.
Hey, look at this. Here we go. Defense like, yo, we got it this time, guys.
Get off the field, single high safety. Ooh, this is Tyrone Smith actually gives up a pressure here.
It is. It's the first time.
This is the first time we've had to say 77 gets beat here, and still Dak is able to beat it with the ball, right? This is a really nice move by 94. This two-hand swipe. Go back, we'll break. This is a staple move by a defensive end, right? You push him up the field just enough, and then you deke inside, making him think it's either going to be a bull rush or a crossface. And then the athletic ability to swipe and then get your inside leg past him to turn this corner. Like, just watch. This is a masterclass of a move, right? He comes dekes inside, so you stop his feet, and then to clear this corner, then watch his inside foot plant directly behind 77 here to turn this corner. Right there. Right? That's a really hard thing to do, turn on your inside foot and turn that corner. But Dak does a great job because the other 4 guys do a great job setting the depth of the pocket. Tyler Smith, Zach Martin, Biotish, they come up here and set the depth of the pocket, and it allows Dak to step up. Right? Allows him to step up. Great chip by Ferguson on the way out.
Yep.
And then he knows where he wants to go. Where's my guy? Where is he? Throw him over there. Gosh, this is a hole shot too. Just right.
Right. Boom. That was a beautiful ball.
Ugh,
And you know what?
man.
You know what? Here we go.
No, that was the last play.
Oh, you're not going to show us the goal line?
I thought you were.
Do you want the goal line? Do you want the
Yes.
goal line? We can go goal
Yes,
line.
I want to watch the goal line.
Oh, yeah.
This is a team that practices against the tush push. They
Right.
pride themselves on being a physical defensive line. They
We'll
can stop anything.
We'll stop it.
Watch how low the center gets here. Right. I know this played, but like watch 70 and 63 and watch how low pads they are when they come off on this guy on the front. Right, that's Davis. That's a big man. And both of them are, look at that. Look how low those dudes are running off the football. Steele gets cross-faced here a little bit, but if he doesn't get cross-faced here, this is an easy walk-in touchdown. But this just goes back to the grittiness of this team. Hunter Lubke going in there, finding a way, and then just powering through there. That's a great job by them, by that running back individually, like just enough cover up there to find a hole. But that's a physical play. That's a statement play on the goal line.
Yep.
Man, they did it. I mean, it was run game. It was improvisational Dak. It was great protection. I mean, they scored and gained chunks every which way in this game against the Eagles. Impressive win by the Dallas Cowboys there. So there you go, Cowboys fans. Now I agree, the Super Bowl for that franchise is the bar. So
Yes.
at some point, getting to January and February is the main thing. What's on your microphone?
Yeah, what is
right
that?
now there,
I'm like,
guy?
what the hell's going on? Are we not going to talk about this?
My son was down here yesterday. I'm a fidgeter. I fidget. And I was holding on to him as I was watching tape yesterday, and he left it down here. So this whole time I've just been like sitting here playing with his little chew toy. So it's all right. It's a good spot for it.
I think you should keep it right there. It's good.
Yep, it's good.
While you're fidgeting around on your computer there, maybe you guys could click the like button and the subscribe button here if you enjoyed this breakdown of the dominant Dallas Cowboys offense. Jeremiah, Alex, I'm Phil. This is the O-Line Committee.